Good morning, guys. It's Kim Savvy. I am back. It has been a little bit over a week, about 8 days since the last time I sat down and recorded. As I have said, December is going. Oh, let me take these off. As I said, December is going to be one of the hardest months to keep up with recording and vlogging and just editing in general, because my job is really hectic during this time. I've been working 6 days a week and I'm literally exhausted every day that I get up. But I just wanted to check in, let you guys know. I did have a couple of dreams this past week. The one that I had yesterday, December 18th, it was very strange. I was on an airplane with my mom, and when we were getting off of the plane, we weren't getting off in an airport. It was almost like you were getting off in the giant airport parking lot, kind of like when you go to travel abroad. And when I was walking down, there was water coming up to the plane, and I was like, what the hell? And I looked around and people are screaming and running around, and we were like, what the hell's going on? So I ran up ahead while my mom was coming down the stairs, and I went inside and I looked around, and everything was being broken, robbed. People were screaming, trying to get to their families and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? So I never figured out exactly what was happening. My brain in my cartoon, my brain in my dream was more so like, oh my God, like the world is ending, we need to go save ourselves. So I ran back to my mom and I'm like, Mom, oh my God, like this shit's happening, like the world's ending, people are freaking out, we need to get our own shit, blah 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 blah. And she's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Calm down. Like, what's happening? And I told her, I was like, the world is ending. Literally, like, people are running around robbing shit because the world is literally ending. And she's like, what? What? How? And I was like, I don't know. Look around. You tell me. Like, my mom just wasn't trying to believe me, which I don't know what it is, but all the time that I dream about my mom and that shit happens, she never believes me. So I'm just like, let's go. Like, let's just go. And it was just me and my mom. And I ran inside. I emptied out, like, not necessities from my bag. And I ran to the first, like, mini mart or whatever in the airport. And I started stuffing it with, like, medication, like Tylenol, ibuprofen, icy hot patches, rubbing alcohol. Then I grabbed snacks and food, because obviously they don't have food, but there was still stuff to eat. Sorry, Roscoe can't decide if he can stay in the room or out. So where was I? Okay, so I'm like packing my bag with all this stuff. My mom is over here looking at a kiosk that has like jewelry. And I like looked over at her and I was like, Mom, what are you doing? Like, get some stuff, get supplies. We don't know what we're gonna need. Just get everything that's important. She's like, okay, I was just looking. If y'all don't know, my mom is the most Latina of Latinas that is Americanized as hell. So that's kind of like what happened in that dream. And as we were going through the airport, like, there was 2 floors. This airport was dark too. It was like dark maroon carpets and dark walls. So it was weird. It felt and looked like we were inside of a spaceship, not an airport. So I don't know how that makes any sense, but like that was that dream, because I just kind of woke up, my alarm went off and I had to go. So last night I had another weird dream. I was delivering to this woman's house, and it was an older lady. She had a pet lizard. I don't know what kind of lizard. I want to say it wasn't a bearded dragon, and it wasn't a gecko, and it wasn't an iguana, but it was like a lizard that likes to swim. Understood her very well, so I'm just gonna say lizard. And I became really good friends with this lady. She's by herself. She doesn't have any kids. She has no family type thing. And I just like would go visit her every once in a blue moon. And one day we were outside in her backyard and she was showing me something about gardening, because I have no idea about gardening. And in this dream, like, I'm making up conversation as to what we were saying, except for this part. I hear a like, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And I turn around because she lets her lizard just run around. He doesn't have to like stay in a tank or whatever. He runs around and does whatever he wants. And I turn around and I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Can you breathe? Do you need some water? And I'm like looking at the lizard and he's like really hot because it was like this beautiful hot day outside. And we put a bowl, or she went inside. She said, oh yeah, he does that sometimes. I'll go put a bowl out. So she goes up to the kitchen. She puts this big bowl of water out. And the second she goes to like put it down, he heard it instantly and he ran all the way back inside, up the stairs, up the thing, up the side of the chair, up onto the table, and jumped into the bowl. And he was swimming around, drinking it. And he was so happy. He was relaxing. And you have to watch him though, because like he doesn't know how to get out. He likes to swim in the water in the bowl and stuff, but he doesn't know how to get out. So then I put my hand out like this so he could come out. So he came up onto my hand, breathed, and then crawled up my arm and crawled back on the table. And he was like a lot happier. He was like, good. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, you have the best like lizard ever. Like, that thing is awesome, blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, no problem. So then, what was the other part of my dream? I don't know any, but like I have a pet bearded dragon. His name's Thanos, but I gave him to my little brother and they have him at the house. So like, I don't get it. Like what is happening in my dream? But my bearded dragon didn't look like this lizard that was in my dream. And in my dream, like we had flashbacks of when he was a baby. And then when I looked at him like today, I'm like, damn, you're a little fatty. Like he got fat like a dog almost. It's so funny. And I just like, I woke up earlier, like just now, and I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, okay, brain, like I don't know what the hell any of that is supposed to mean. But that was my two dumb dreams that I had last night. Not last night, but I had one the night before, and then the lizard one was last night. And I'm awake today. I'm tired. I don't want to go to work. But I have to. And I don't know how much longer I can keep up with these 6 days a week. I might have to take Monday off and call out, but like, I'm so freaking tired, you guys. Like, December and mid-January is freaking, I'm sure if you work in retail or in food, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So, I'm sorry that I have very low energy in today's video, but I hope you guys have a good one. Catch me in the next one and have a good day, okay? Bye.